Hello, class. Today we're going to talk about the guilt cycle. Kenneth Burke was born in 1897. He attended Ohio State University and Columbia University, but did not get a degree from either school. Burke claimed that the colleges were not teaching essential tools that made people into writers. He then took it upon himself to study and read things he was more interested in. Later, he became an editor and an author, but he wasn't very successful as an author, then decided that he was more suited to develop the art of criticism. From the Second World War to 1961, he taught at Bennington College, where he was able to not only teach his students, but also learn from them. He fell in love with the process and began a lecture at many campuses. Kenneth Burke was the most significant critic of the 20th century. Kenneth Burke's book, Attitudes Towards History, was published in 1973. The book investigates how communication works to overcome trauma of existence. It focuses on three major themes, but we're going to only talk about the Freudian theme, the guilt cycle. The process of the guilt cycle consists of form, hierarchy, and perfection. Form includes raising the audience's expectations and meeting those expectations. Just like in this photo, Elvis Presley is meeting the expectations of those who came out to see him. Hierarchy includes things you could be doing, but you're not. Here, Lord Farquaad could marry Fiona, but he is not. It could either lead to something even better or worse, meaning he could end up happy if he does, but it depends on how Fiona feels. Perfection includes how everyone wants to be the perfect person. Justin here strives to look like a Ken doll with plastic surgery. There are many people out there that resort to these type of cosmetics. The guilt cycle consists of pollution, purification, and redemption. Pollution is the violation of thou shalt not. What culture expects from you and what happens to you when you violate these expectations. Here, in this picture, there are priests supporting gay and lesbian rights, which goes against the church. The first term that goes with purification is scapegoat. FDR blamed the money changers for the Great Depression by doing so. He removed the guilt from the people to make them feel better about the situation. The second term that goes with purification is mortification. Here, George W. Bush is feeling guilty, thinking of what he might have done wrong, and perhaps blaming himself for the 9/11 attacks. Redemption is the sense of relief and being able to stop feeling guilty any longer, and having the process possibly start over. Just like in this picture, she feels redeemed and is joyful to get rid of the pollution she experienced. We learned here that the Kenneth Burke is the mastermind of the guilt cycle. We also learned about the guilt cycle, which he talks about in this book, Attitudes Towards History, where he explains pollution, purification, and redemption. So how the guilt cycle works: you make the mistake, then you either blame others or blame yourself, and lastly, you are redeemed. The mnemonic device we are using is the expression or word mnemonic. Please pay rent, which stands for pollution, purification, and redemption. So please pay rent, or you will feel guilty.